Hello everybody, welcome to the channel. Today I'm going to be discussing some things about Insomniac Spider-Man 3. Insomniac Spider-Man 3 has been in development for a while now. I'm just going to throw out some things I hope we get with the new Spider-Man, the new Spider-Woman. Frickin' Silk, Cindy Moon is going to be possibly a playable character, most likely a playable character in Insomniac Spider-Man 3. She's going to be... I have no idea how she's going to play, how she's going to act, so I'm going to throw my ideas out to the wind and kind of predict how Cindy Moon might play as the first ever playable Spider-Woman in the Insomniac games. So here we go. First off, traversal. How's it going to feel swinging around the city, doing the traversal options? I want it to tell a little bit of a story. Like, when your traversal options are at a low level, there's a traversal tree in this game, and when it's at a low level, Cindy will basically be kind of scared to swing around. Like, her animations will be a bit more, like, panicked. She'll basically fire off, like, a swing out of panic, and you'll see her looking side to side while swinging as if looking both ways across the road. It'd be kind of a fun little quirk. And when your skill tree for leveling up is maxed out, Cindy will swing with a lot more confidence and maybe a bit recklessness. Leaning her head back or something. It'd be funny. It'd be a fun little story to show her growth as Spider-Man just through her traversal web swinging. Maybe her R2... I keep saying R2. Her L2X and L2 triangle to boost moves you have in mid-air. It will be her doing a quick little slingshot, either upwards or forwards. Like, just a quick little animation, like Peters and Miles with that. Anywho, the next thing, combat. How is combat gonna feel for good old Cindy Moon? She's going to use her webs a lot. Basically, her entire kit is gonna revolve around how she uses her webs, because organic webbing straight from her fingertips, actually, are going to be her main driving force in combat. Basically, the L1 square, the spider arm punching combo that Peter does, is going to be Cindy Moon webbing up her fists and doing a bunch of punches with big old web boxer gloves. It'd be kind of funny, it'd be a little bit goofy, but it would get the job done as L1 square. L1 triangle, she basically slingshots herself to the opponent and drop kicks them. Kind of like a web strike, but way more hitting hard, and later on, when you level it up, she'll web the opponent to the wall afterwards. L1X. L1X would be her launcher up kind of move, like how Peter does when he webs the opponent, kicks him in the air with electric charge. Cindy Moon would basically web the opponent to you and do an uppercut with a web boxing glove. As I mentioned earlier, she would have those in her moveset. L2 circle would be kind of a copy-paste from the original Spider-Man game. And actually, Marvel Rivals basically do the Spider-Man Ultimate Attack, where she jumps up in the air and spins around, just spamming webs everywhere, webbing everything in a certain radius. It'd be kind of funny. And a symbiote surge kind of ability. Miles has a EMP explosion kind of ability, and Peter has symbiote surge, where he gets angry and punches everything with the symbiote. So, what would Cindy Moon have? I think Cindy Moon would have kind of a slow motion kind of effect, because her spider sense fundamentally works a bit differently from Peter's, so she'd have a slow motion effect and go super fast and have different finishers with a more confident flair. Be kind of fun. Yeah, basically the end goal with Silk is to properly tell a story through her animations of being almost scared to use her powers at first. But as you level her up, she gets way more confident and almost downright cocky. And yeah, that's kind of how it would feel for combat with Silk. Now, what else is there possibly to look at? Well, so costumes, there's a funny little thing. We did kind of see what Cindy Moon may or may not look like in the Insomniac universe due to Spider-Man The Great Web. If you guys haven't seen it, it's a Spider-Man game, multiplayer game that got canceled, and you could probably play as Cindy Moon, but we'll never know now because it got canceled and people got impatient. But we've seen what Cindy Moon may look like. Now, if they changed it up from the ground up for Insomniac Spider-Man 3, tightly keeping it under wraps, yeah, a bunch of suits. Some suits could probably include different Spider-Women as, like, other costumes. Like, we have Miguel O'Hara for, Peter Parker. We have the Raimi suit for Peter Parker. So, having Cindy Moon wear a bunch of different outfits, and some as references to the comics. What I'm thinking for 100%, which would be kind of hilarious. 100% Spider-Man silk outfit. Because, in the original Spider-Man PS4, we had undies Peter Parker. We had Peter Parker where he's in nothing but his boxers and a Spider-Man mask, which is absolutely hilarious. And I forget what the 100% for this game is for Miles, if there is one. Basically, I want to follow that same goofy logic of Peter wearing his underwear. Have that a costume in the game, for one. And for two, have Cindy Moon basically in I'm gonna like put it in quotes because it could be the suit, the organic web outfit. The organic web outfit would basically just be Cindy Moon swinging around with nothing but webs covering her body. It's a reference to the comics. It's based, I think it's the first ever Cindy Moon story where she has webs all over her body and she's swinging around the city looking for Peter Parker. It would just be a funny, cheeky little reference to the comics and something to work towards, wink wink, nudge nudge, for all the Marvel rival fans out there. All the Spider-Gooners ready to get that sticky stuff all over the place, if you know what I mean. Either way, it'd be funny. It'd just be a hilarious endgame reward. Anywho, I hope you guys enjoyed my thoughts on what Cindy Moon could be like in the Marvel Spider-Man 3. What do you guys think in the comments below?